This is information you will never find elsewhere. Almost a year ago, I made a documentary about the lost civilization in Australia, and specifically in Western Victoria. I believe that long-ear Peruvian Viracotian royals and their families, displaced in a horrific palace coup and maintaining their ocean-going power, escaped across the Pacific with the remaining loyal followers they had, with a promise to return. They set up their settlements in Easter Island. Others proceeded further, reaching Pacific Islands, as well as Gympie, Queensland, where they built a now demolished step pyramid, the likes of which you see only today in the Atlantic and Mediterranean. I believe that others followed the ocean current south to Victoria. I became alerted to the presence of a former civilization of ancient worldwide travellers in Victoria when I visited Aboriginal rings in the sacred hilled landscape of Sunbury, now almost a suburb of sprawling Melbourne, visiting several. They look incredibly like ring barrow earthworks in Eurasia and the Americas. Confirmation of the presence of a lost civilization was the picture which turned up online, which I also located in an old book, of a stone circle in Western Victoria now demolished, with Aborigines pictured nearby to worship the solstice. In the 19th century, local Aborigines were asked who built the circles, but none could answer. Even elders today, however, have said that their ancestors did not go walkabout and had a settled existence here. In Victoria, there is only one truly significant remaining stone circle, and in a semi-secret location. According to urban rumour, a cordon of 6 towers surrounds this circle. It is manned 24/7 by park ranger observers, driving out to intercept anyone who tries to get too close and turn them around. What a pity such a system could not have been in place 100 years ago, before our more dramatic and huge stone circles were destroyed by farming and mining pioneers. I teamed up with fellow YouTuber Mary, who runs a channel called Lifestyle Expat, and some awesome friends. Since it would not be feasible to attempt to get to the protected remaining stone circle with yet another located on private farmland, we decided to head for the southern boundary of what I call the kingdom between the two volcanoes, and the sacred plain of the 6 stone circles which are now all gone. We would be at the top of the southernmost volcano, Mount Lura, a volcano which erupted 30,000 years ago. This would afford us a sweeping and dramatic view of the entire plain from where this kingdom once controlled the eel and stone axe trade of Western Victoria many thousands of years ago. We reached the town of Camperdown and then went into the extinct volcano crater of Mount Lura. That town itself must have been set up for the same reasons that an ancient town would have occupied the site. We were not prepared at all as we remarked at what must have been an ancient palace wall about 50 meters in length, utterly ignored by archaeology, inside this volcanic crater and made up out of pumice rubble. We were not prepared to enter the long grass to approach the wall for fear of snakes. The crater itself is exceedingly dramatic and would have been a perfect place to set up a royal residence to awe the natives, as well as for purposes of defence. It reminded me considerably of hill forts and fairy rings in ancient Ireland. Let's watch Mary's video of our adventure, and I will splice in some additional footage also. The link to her video and channel Lifestyle Expat is below in the description, so please subscribe to her channel as well, as it's quite interesting and all about van life. Cheers and enjoy. So basically we're going to go to this volcano in Western Victoria and we're going to check it out. It's going to be awesome, and it is actually a sacred Aboriginal site. The whole area was sacred to the Aborigines. So guys, is it going to be fun or what? Woo! I want it! Where's the whiskey? Please! It's been hours! Over there is the crater, and that's the other side of the volcano. That's Sugarloaf. In the distance, just amazing stuff, amazing.
Mount Elephant is right there because it's supposed to look like an elephant.
Between here and Mount Elephant was a huge ancient civilization, which is dead now. The farmers have destroyed it.
We are on top of a volcano, which is called what?
Mount Lura.
I showed you Mount Elephant over there, so apparently there are a lot of volcanoes in the area and I had no idea, so I'm just discovering all that with the historian here.
Victoria's full of volcanoes. They're everywhere. There's millions of volcanoes here because we're the third largest volcanic plain, and there was also a lost civilization here, which was possibly pre-Aboriginal. We don't really know. So we have to run a bit faster. Whoa, whoa, get out of the way, mate! Whoa, whoa, whoa!
Okay, so apparently here we can see the crater. Let me ask you once again, Charles. You are sure that the volcano is extinct, right?
We hope it's extinct, but if it isn't extinct, we'll be able to eat one of us for roast dinner.
There you go. The crater of the extinct volcano.
Okay, one of our party has just vanished. Oh, there he is up there, okay. One of the guys, he's actually disappeared because he didn't want to follow us into the crater. He wanted to go up that hill over there. So he's gone. So we'll have to leave him behind, unfortunately. But that's the rules of an expedition. If you leave the group, you get left behind.
Yeah, over there.
Where is he? Do you see him?
No, now it's like hiding.
Yeah, I'm sure that's gonna make him come back. So Australia, the country where you don't want to take a shortcut, because if you do, you might die.
Yeah, there are snakes, yes. There are snakes. There will be snakes.
Oh.
These are the only rocks you see. Everything else is covered with soil, you see?
It looks like poop.
No, but those are rocks. There is something special in the middle, look. Like
I think you're wrong, Paula. I think that's kangaroo poop.
No, no, no. This is rocks.
There's a snake behind the rock.
Here. You see that? The black one over there.
Apparently it's somewhere.
Yeah, I can see it here. There.
But I can't see it.
So we're running away from the snake. One of our members just saw a snake under a rock and she's freaking out a bit, so we're just going to talk about this unusual feature here. And it's just, I don't know what that ancient wall, it's like an ancient wall.
Yeah, okay.
We've recovered our lost expedition member and it's lucky he came back.
One of them.
One of them, the other one's totally missing. If they didn't come back, we would just have to leave them here behind. It's because we've only got a certain amount of, what, rations, water? Yeah, okay, okay. This would be good if you have a slide and you go right down.
Yeah.
Okay, there are some bizarre ancient scrawlings. Could these be Aboriginal rings or crop circles or something? They're a bit weird. I'm on top of a mountain. This is just unbelievable. It's a bit strange. You can see how high up we are. It's just unbelievable. We're seeing most of Victoria and it is just beautiful. It's so nice.
Rip-off of the year! So we're having some pizzas in Camperdown. Maybe I'm gonna pass the camera along.
Came all the way from Melbourne for this one moment.
Well, I have a lollies. I love it.
Ooh, my van doesn't like that. No, 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 no. We are on 0. It's actually slowing down.
No offense, I don't want to push his head. Okay.